Hello, world, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and as much as I hate doing this, I just remember that I never talked about the FA Cup just during the review. So the games were finished yesterday, with Tottenham being the team that won the last of the games. Congratulations to them, and we have to remember that Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, who else? Who else am I forgetting? Those guys did the most, and Mason Greenwood did the most on top of my team. That the guys why we lost, they are the reason why Liverpool went out of the FA Cup at Old Trafford. And just to give you a reminder, a quick check out if you didn't know, Liverpool manager has not managed to pick up a point, not a point, to pick up 3 points at Old Trafford since he has been the manager at Liverpool. He has not managed to do that. So that is something that we just have to throw out there. Yeah, and the other team game also was that Chelsea won, but in the process of winning, that was the last time when they had their manager, and it looks like there were a lot of things that were happening on Frank Lampard. I'm gonna do something about Frank Lampard, so we'll leave that at there. Right now, we're just gonna talk about what happened in the FA Cup, and most of you already know. I'm just gonna give you a quick review on all the games and how they finished and how some teams got it wrong from others. That's what I have to do. It has to do, but that's what I have to do. Seriously, I have to do it. Okay, so it was round four of the. By the way, for Liverpool, for the past 4 years since Klopp has been the manager, they've never passed the round four of the FA Cup. So it's just that we don't really care about the cup. That's how it is. We don't really care about the cup as much as we might want to complain about the performance and what. It seems like Klopp doesn't even give a damn about this cup. So just take it as it is, people, and accept it. So Wolves won. Southampton beat Arsenal, and that game put a pen in it because it's coming back again in the Premier League. Brighton beat Blackpool, and Middlesbrough beat, is it Bristol City or something like that? Bristol City beat Millwall. Then we have Barnsley that won against Norwich City. So it means that if you see the Norwich losing like this, they are not really coming back to the Premier League anytime from now. Then we have Sheffield United that won by 2 goals to 1. So Sheffield United are so good by playing against championship teams. So it means we'll be just asking for a lot, guys, when we want Sheffield to perform well in the Premier League, because that's not what they are for and that's not what they're made of. So let them be where they are. Let them go back where they're used to, where they can actually do good football, where they can actually play. So just let them be. In other words, then we have West Ham versus Docast or something like that. The West Ham won by 4 goals to 0. Some teams you can't even pronounce their names. It's hard. Swansea beat Nottingham Forest by 5 goals to 1. I'd love to see Swansea back in the Premier League. I loved watching them play. They're a good team. Trust me, they're a good team. That's for sure. Uh there's is it Chastenham were beaten by Manchester City by 3 goals to 1. Two of those goals were offsides, but City really did struggle in the game. They really did struggle a lot, but they got the game done and they got the victory. Chelsea, the last game of Frankie Lampard. They played against Luton Town, and Chelsea won by 3 goals to 1. Fulham played against Burnley, and Burnley beat Fulham by 3 goals to 0. I didn't expect this. Thought Fulham was going to win this game, so I was wrong. Mark my words, people, I was wrong. Then we have Brentford versus Leicester. Leicester showed who's boss to Brentford. I didn't even watch the game, but I know that they won, which only that is exactly what matters. United beat Liverpool. That is something that we are always going to have to remember every single day of our miserable lives, especially with a lot of United fans who are throwing it in our face each and every single day. So it's hard to actually move on from this. Everton beat Sheffield Wednesday by 3 goals to nil. Then we have Tottenham that played yesterday and they won by 4 goals to 1. So Jose's boys are going to the round five. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's round five or something like that. Then we have Bournemouth versus Charltonstown, which is going to be Charlestown, which is going to be played today. So this is exactly what happened. Just giving you a quick look on all the games that were played. Hello, Mr. Gameplay. I was actually not even seeing any comments there. I'm just looking at the comments right now. I didn't send the link for this stream yet because I just wanted to cover the things. Then maybe later on you could invite people just talking about this thing. But I don't think there's a lot of things to talk about anyway. But there's the link. I told you guys you should go follow me on Twitter. Go follow and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's always important to the Football Connect. So these were the games, guys. What can I say about our performance that has not been said already? What can I say about the FA? I think the only thing I can say is that congratulations to Tottenham. They played so well. They did their things correctly and they got the victory, which it is exactly what matters after all. So it's never real about whatever that is happening, but getting the win is exactly what matters every single time whenever you watch the football. Liverpool played. Yes, they played so well. I was impressed by what they did. We scored goals for a change. So that is something that we can be proud of. And also on top of that, there are a lot of things that happen. So if you are not really or you are disappointed with the performance, that's your own problem, guys. I saw my team trying for the first time that I have not seen in a lot of years. So I was really impressed if I have to talk about how I looked at the game and what I was really impressed with seeing Liverpool actually doing something for change. And that was amazing to see. Um, the other games, let me just go back to there to see the other games. Let's. I'm gonna be looking at the Premier League. Fulham Burnley game. I didn't expect Burnley to be this strong. I expected Fulham at least to try to do something, but Burnley is a good team, and especially after beating Liverpool, they have a crazy confidence that they have. They believe that they can go after any single person they want, and they can go get a result. So you have to deal with that. They got what they wanted in the FA Cup, and congratulations to them. Let's see where they move on from this, because the FA Cup is not yet over, people. We still continue with it. Manchester City. Manchester City with Kevin De Bruyne struggles. Those have been my words since Kevin De Bruyne went, and a lot of people didn't maybe believe me when I was saying it. They really didn't look at me like they were like I'm just playing. Maybe I'm being salty and stuff like that. But we saw it. Playing with an unnamed team that played 95% of the game leading. They just lost focus in the end or in the last games. That's what happens with these championship teams. They play so well, they do everything so good, then they lose focus in the last minute and they just go down. That's what I felt in the game. If they'd kept their focus, their control, and they actually got to the end of this game, they'll be celebrating by now, but they just lost focus and things happen. And City, whenever you close your eyes just a little bit, when you blink, when you're playing with a team like City, with the quality of the strikers that they have, they will make sure that they punish you on that. And that's exactly what happened in this game. This team was punished by Manchester City, and as much as we don't want to, we don't like it or what, that's what happened, and you have to take the L. And I think and what matters the most, looking at this team, they have to learn from their mistakes and how they can be better. But I was impressed with most of their players. They don't play good football, they play just chaos football, but that chaos football is getting them the goals against the City. It actually surprised Pep Guardiola. He had to look for crazy tactics to actually break them down. He had to use some crazy things to actually break them down, because that team was putting so much force on him. And whenever there was a ball, there was at least 5 to 6 players of that team, or Chattingham or something. I don't know. I think that's what they call it. They were a lot. So that, in other words, what I'm just trying to say is this: you could not really clearly see the formation or whatever the formation this team was using, but you could see that they can hurt a team, and they almost did. And I think Manchester City can learn from that and try to improve and maybe at least get something, because If you don't perform so well, you might regret not taking your chances, and that's what happens definitely. So I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys, because it's really important to hear your thoughts. And let's see where we build on to this. Anyway, we don't have a lot of team games to talk about in the FA Cups. Maybe we will start looking at them. Luton Town versus Chelsea. Tammy Abraham with a hat trick, and unfortunately, that was his last hat trick under the manager Frank Lampard, because Frank Lampard got the L, and after he got the L, it means after this they have to focus to actually look at what's next for them, because things have just turned to something else now, and we don't know. We have no idea how that is going to go on, like, and what is going to happen. But it's interesting. But it seems like there are more news in Frank Lampard sacking than we thought we knew. It seems like things were no longer good in the Chelsea or in the Chelsea ground and stuff like that with Frank Lampard. It actually feels like he was now in situations where he was fighting with players, ignoring players, not giving proper reason to the players why they're not getting into the game, not giving any reason to why some backing for the tactics and stuff like that. So all of those things played a part. And the best thing that the management of Chelsea could do was actually let Frank Lampard go. Because if they had kept him and they continued with him, they were gonna regret moving, that they were gonna lose a lot of things and things were gonna hurt them a lot. But for the situation that what happened, I think it worked so well for Chelsea, because I think as much as people might be angry that Frank Lampard was fired and sacked and stuff like that, I don't think you can blame anybody there. Frank Lampard, I think he built his own grave, and we just have to throw him in it, because I think that was just a crazy thing what he did. Why can you start? Why do you take yourself down as a manager to a point of now going after players, ignoring players? You are not more than players. It's a situation that Jose Mourinho always do, and we always see him fail each and every time. So it's like that, and maybe we'll see what happens, people. So really, there's a lot of things that we cannot talk about here, because there is just nothing to talk about in the FA Cup, people. I just had to do this and say congratulations to United for beating Liverpool. That's too hard to say anyway. But all of the things that are there. Tottenham Hotspurs, by the way, congratulations. I actually have to go look at this guy. What's his name? Expression oozing to hear what really happened with the game, because I didn't watch it, because unlike Liverpool and United, all the rest of the Premier League teams, big teams, they got the smaller teams, except of Liverpool and Arsenal, if I have to say, because they got Southampton, we got United, and things happened like that. So I wasn't really looking at those games, but I know what happened in the games, and congratulations to them. People are talking about Gareth Bale being finished. I have no idea what is that about. Maybe I might have to go research what happened in the games, because it seems like there's some things that happened that people had an idea that Gareth Bale's looking like he is finished. And as much as you don't like to hear that, it's crazy. We go find out. But anyway, people, I really don't have a lot of things to say, but thank you very much for watching. I'll be back tonight with the Premier League, as the Premier League will be continuing, and you'll be watching the games, and we see what happens. So I don't know who's going to join me today, but there will be a watch along for the games. Let me see the games that are there in the Premier League, so that I know which games that I'll be doing a watch along over. But there is a watch along, by the way, so you might want to watch that one. It's gonna be interesting. So today's games that we have waiting, I'll be watching it as well, and I can't wait to see what happens. But it's Southampton game, and one man is coming in while everything is late. So it's Southampton versus Arsenal, the game that I'm going to do a watch along over, and we'll see what happens. Hello, Mr. Gameplay.
Hello.
You are coming when I'm about to actually walk away, because it's a big day. I have to work on some stuff. So what's up?
Big day in the Premier League.
It's not really a big day. Arsenal is not really a big team at the moment. But they are a good
Not
game.
yet.
Oh, or maybe you are talking about the Newcastle game.
No, I'm talking about big games today. Um, Duke. No. Southampton versus Arsenal and West Brom versus Man City.
Yeah, West Brom. Those are the big games that I have today. I'm gonna be covering the Arsenal game. Then we'll be checking what's happening with the City game. There'll be a watch along, so you might want to join in for that. But rather than
No.
that,
So,
we'll see.
so you're doing an FA Cup review?
Ah, I just did. I just did. It was a quick one because I have nothing to say with the FA Cups. My team lost, so what should I say?
I told you Tottenham would get 4 goals, and
Yeah, they did. They did. Congratulations to them. So why are people saying that Gareth Bale is finished? What did Gareth Bale do in the FA Cup that
Gareth Bale
people
has changed.
has changed? He's not playing like the Gareth Bale we're used to, isn't it? Is that it?
No, I think he scored. He scored yesterday. I don't think he changed. I mean,
Okay.
he changed a little bit.
Because I didn't watch the review that Expression did, but he said Gareth Bale is finished. Then he puts a lot of question marks. So I need to go find out what he was talking about. But anyway,
Mm,
I don't think there's anything to talk about. We lost. We talked about the Liverpool loss to United already. There are a lot of people on top of us, and we talked about City almost being challenged by a team that we didn't even know the name. But I think they
so
can change from there.
yeah, West Man City big game today. I think that's the big game, the top big game today, and then second Southampton is Arsenal, and
Really, I don't know. We'll be watching both of them. We'll see. I don't think City.
it's West
You know what?
Bromwich Man City.
We'll see. We'll see. Because you're talking about how it's going to decide the title after Old Trafford.
Man City are gonna win, and
Yes,
then Man U don't need to be top, and all the Man U fans will be sad.
I don't think so though, because they know that they're still gonna play tomorrow and they go on top again. So
And how about if they draw or lose?
I really don't know on that, but we'll find out. Don't
They
worry,
win.
we'll find out. Find out very soon. So I need to disappear now, people. I'll be back later on because right now I need to run. I'm already late from what I need to do, and we'll see. I'll be live for the watch along. So I don't know. I'll be covering the City game, but I want to watch what Arsenal are gonna do to respond against the Southampton because they were in
Yeah.
errors. They have to respond. So I want to see what's going to happen. That's one thing I'm interested to see. Anything you want to say before we go off?
Um. Are you gonna do the transfers though?
The transfers. I'll see later on today before the games. I might do something. Yes, I might do something. You see that even today I
Wait, what
even
time?
prepare. Later on, I'm not really sure what time exactly, but later around your time will be around 4 o'clock or something. My time will be around 6 o'clock. So that's when I'm thinking of doing
4 o'clock.
something.
That's okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. Thank you very much for watching,
Okay.
guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I actually want to see somebody who's doing
Tomorrow.
for it. No, today. Sorry, people. Sorry. See you tomorrow. Today.
Okay.